You know, when it comes to picking jig heads and baits for yellow perch, light is king. 1/16 and 1/8 are probably the two baits and jig head sizes that I use the most. And then sometimes 3/16 if I get into a situation where I'm that in between. But typically an 1/8 is your best jack of all trades weight. So a lot of times you're looking for hooks that aren't oversized. You're looking for, you know, something that has a 1/0 or a size 1 hook in it. This is a Mustad Ultra Point, and this is just a little jig head that I pour myself, painted it up in a green pumpkin. And when you match them with your baits, really try to keep it simple. Your baits should be 2.5, 3, up to 3.5 inches, but really never do I go beyond 3. 2.8 iShad, 2.8 Jackall Rhythm Wave, both perfect size baits, because for the most part, these yellow perch and Simcoe are feeding on gobies, and they're feeding on emerald shiners, and the really big ones in the main lake are gonna be feeding on smelt. So keep that in mind. Your colors, simple. Anything that looks like a goby, browns, golds, cream bellies, all good. And anything that looks like an emerald shiner, silvers, anything with blue fleck in it, anything with silver, black, pepper, or white. So that's about it. Just keep it simple, don't overdo it. Got him that time. Got him sniffing it. Decent fish, oh yeah. Another solid perch. Another solid perch. I mean, there's just so much fun. This time of year that, you know, April, May on Simcoe is so hard to beat for these things. Good solid little female. Still hasn't spawned, so let her go. Got him, got him. Ooh, that one pulled back a little. You know they're big usually when they stay down deep in the water column, all the way back to the boat. It's a pretty decent one. Not a giant, but nothing to complain about, that's for sure. Look at the belly on that thing. Females go back. Got him. Little guy, I think. This little guy might have gotten a bit. No, he's a little guy. So, whenever you're doing this kind of fishing, one thing you want to remember is when you're casting, fan cast the area. The perch are always kind of moving. Sometimes they get locked down, but for the most part, they're roaming around the flat. So you really want to do that fan cast where every 10 degrees you make your cast and work your bait back. And when you get bit in an area, repeat that cast because there's oftentimes a group of them there. The other thing you want to really consider is your retrieve when you're working that bait. You know, perch fishing is no different than smallmouth fishing or walleye fishing. There's always a cadence that works best that given time of day, that day in general, that hour. The fish's mood will change. As it gets bright and sunny and calm, they get a little more finicky. As you get overcast days and a little bit of wind, they become a little more aggressive. So I like to vary my retrieves between a hop and a pause and a drag. And between those two, it helps me figure out exactly what the fish want. Today, it's been more of a hop and pause kind of day. Some days they want it more aggressive like walleye do, and other days they're gonna want it dragging and sitting still on the bottom, and that tells you they're feeding heavily on gobies. Always understand what the fish are doing, and you're gonna have a better time catching them.